We'll stay with the Aussie side because the other kind of reoccurring theme of the questions around the selection dilemma for the Aussies is around the all-rounder spot, really. And at the Kate Wall asks, what do you believe will be the deciding factors in the decision over who gets the Australian all-rounder spot?
Yeah, no, I would like them to see. Would like to see them stick with Shane Watson. You know, not only is he a good mate of mine, he's also, I think, well, we've said it so much, haven't we? I always felt he had the potential to be one of the best all-rounders of all time. Probably hasn't realised that as much. Injury has held him back from the bowling side of things, and probably hasn't achieved as much as what I would have hoped on the batting side. So I'd like to see him given the opportunity early to go out here in that first test. If he can go out and do well, he's been bowling again. He's the type of bowler that can just jag a wicket. He's got the ability to take wickets, which is good. If he can score runs and be effective in that middle spot too, I think perfect. I'd give him the opportunity to start with. If after a couple of tests, he hasn't done well, then you think of Mitchell Marsh coming in, and Mitchell Marsh got 100 the other day in the game against Kent, so he's in form.
We haven't seen a lot of Mitchell Marsh in this country. Give us a bit of a. I think we've seen a little bit of him batting, but not so much with the ball. What is he like with the ball?
Yeah, he's a medium pace. He can bowl sort of 130s. He's quite tall. He's about 6'5". Hits the deck quite well, so can bowl pretty good areas, and quite a powerful batsman when he wants to. He can hit some big balls. So in the all-rounder category, I think he's got a good future in front of him.
Okay. And I guess the only other slight selection dilemma for the Aussies is the opener's spot.
Yeah.
Who do you think's in the front running for that?
Well, Dave Warner will definitely be.
Yeah.
He's the first cab off the rank. He's been in good form, aggressive. Whether his partner's going to be Chris Rogers or probably Shaun Marsh, Mitchell's older brother. So I think they'll start with Chris Rogers. He had a reasonable game down in Kent, scored some handy runs. He knows English conditions so well. He's played so much of his cricket over here, especially at county level. I think that'll hold him in good stead. So I'd start with him and Davey Warner, with Shaun Marsh, ready to go if Rogers doesn't perform as well as you'd like. Shaun Marsh again got 100 in Kent too, so he's in form. So there's some good, healthy competition within the team itself, and that's what you want.
And just sticking on the batting lineup, the other move, I guess, which has caused a bit of debate in England. Graham Swan made some comments with regards to Steve Smith and the fact that he's probably going to bat at 3, and whether his technique will stand up to it. Steve Smith's been sensational, to put it mildly, really, in all forms of cricket. Do you think it will be a test of him batting at 3? Is that a slight worry for the Aussies, him at 3 rather than at 5?
Have the Australians come out and said he will bat there, or is it just Swanee saying, trying to throw a cat amongst the pigeons?
It might be that, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, because the other position, whether Voges comes in and plays, or whether they do play someone like a Shaun Marsh at number 3, I know Michael Clark's always preferred to bat number 5. So whether that happens or not, I just think Steve Smith is a quality player. He's ranked number 1 batsman in the world. You always had your best batsman bat at number 3. That's the way it's always been in the history of the game. So I'm not sure where Swanee's coming from there. Get him in at number 3 because you want to get into him early. It's generally the place where the best batsman, Ricky Ponting's batted there, Lara, go through all these guys. So if he comes in, hopefully the job of the opening batsman is to spend a bit of time, take the shine off the new ball, and just spend 10, 15, 20 overs there, and then number 3 comes in and happy days. So that's ideally how it will happen. But given the opportunity, I think Smith is a quality batsman. He's so mentally strong. His technique is a little unconventional, but it's been so effective. And I think whether he bats 3 or 4, I think he'll be just as effective.